Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sport Wrap Show. I am your host, Brian Monango, of course, unpacking the latest sports news. Well, unfortunately, Manchester United drew yesterday against Tottenham Hotspurs 2-2 as they were leading up, as they were in front 2-0 in the first half, just to see Spurs come back into the game and draw that one 2-2. But enough about Manchester United. Let's get into today's hit list. Well, Rugby Jol could take you to France 2023. Namibia Media Holdings, in close collaboration with its official partners DStv and Windhoek Draught, has launched an exciting competition for one lucky rugby fan to win an all-expenses-paid trip with one partner to attend the 2023 Rugby World Cup in France, attending to watch the Namibian team play in the opening match against Italy on the 9th of September in Etienne in the south of France. Well, this will also be included in the package. Here are some interviews we have from the launch of the Rugby Jol at the Tourism Expo.
Tonight I'm excited to be here as we launch Le Rugby Jol France 2023. DStv is once again proud to support our long-standing partners NMH in this exciting journey. We are also excited to provide exposure to our boys, the Velvichas, on our SuperSport channels during the upcoming Rugby World Cup. This excitement and anticipation is definitely building up ahead of the Rugby World Cup 2023 in France, as Albia said. And as MultiChoice, we confirm our ongoing commitment to enhancing rugby nationally here in Namibia, especially in a year where the sport will celebrate its 200th birthday. And I don't know how many people have known that this year we will be celebrating this huge milestone for the sports code. Through our continued investment in a long-term partnership, such as the one with NMH, we strive to enrich the lives of Namibians through sport and entertainment. World Rugby is not simply an organization of sport. It's a movement, and we want to advance the sport with our viewers at the center of what we do as a business. The Rugby World Cup 2023 will showcase the very best of our local talent on and off the field. And given just how tight the world rankings are, we anticipate a thrilling and unpredictable race to lift the cup in September. Just as the Springboks winning the last World Cup and our subsequent documentary, Chasing the Sun, propelled personalities to the fore and captured the imagination of new supporters to the world over.
So as the proud main sponsor of our country's national rugby team, we are thrilled to be part of the Le Rugby Jol France in collaboration with Namibia Media Holdings. One of the values of NMH is to share information to empower communities, and with that comes a rich amount of storytelling. We're excited to form part of the storytelling journey, where we will not only be heroing the stories of global rugby legends, but also those of our own Namibian heroes, the Windhoek Draught Velvichas, who has once again qualified for the Rugby World Cup 2023 in France. The story, yes, please, round of applause. The story that we as a brand would like to tell on this road to Rugby World Cup is all about giving 100%. The achievements of the Namibian rugby team is not only testament to their dedication and hard work, it mirrors the nature, spirit, and attitude of our nation. Resilience, perseverance, and hard work is baked into the DNA of our country. There are no half measures. It takes everything. It takes 100%. 100% is not only speaks to the Windhoek Draught credentials of obviously 100% pure beer, but to the determination of the Welwitschers and the fans. We would therefore like to call on the nation and the national spirit to rally behind the national team, to feel pride, excitement, and to show up 100% for our Namibia rugby team as they fly our country's flag high on the global stage. For now, let's have a jol with this journey to the World Cup. Let's back our boykies, but most of all, let's appreciate and applaud the hard work that goes into being a local rugby hero.
So, like Tasneen mentioned, at NMH we believe in sharing information to empower our communities with knowledge. But with every Rugby World Cup for the last 12 years, we've been very blessed to send a lucky Namibian rugby fan and its companion to experience tourism beyond borders. This year is no different, and it's my pleasure to announce that we will once again send one lucky winner with its companion to France to attend the opening game of Namibia when they take on Italy on 9 September in the south of France in Saint Etienne. So obviously with our competition that we'll be running into across all our multimedia platforms, my colleagues would have handed out this little pamphlets for you to scan the QR code. Obviously terms and conditions, Roger, you won't be able to partake in the competition and win. But nonetheless, it's a survey competition that we're running. Next slide, please. You'll be asked 7 particular questions linked to the Rugby Jol France 2023. It's our 7th consecutive year that we are joining the World Cup, and obviously scanning that QR code with the pamphlet that's been handed out to you, you are one of the lucky ones to first participate in this wonderful competition that will be running over 7 weeks. Next slide, please. So obviously it's very easy. You go to the survey, you answer your 7 questions, and then you submit by filling in your details. Obviously we need to have accurate details in terms of your name, surname, cell phone number, and email address. Next slide, please. And then of course, more importantly, is to share this with your friends, family, WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook posts to make your entry go viral. The more people entering on your unique code, the more chances you stand of becoming that lucky winner. So please watch our media space on all our multimedia channels. How you can enter. You can visit our expo stand right at the beginning of or the entrance of the expo to get more information. So scan, participate, and share with your friends so that we can get that lucky winner joining the Rugby Jol France 2023 experience. And again, thanks to our sponsors, DStv, Supersport, Windhoek Draught, and NMH, we'll be going beyond borders and sending a multimedia team that will capture and share all the moments France have got to offer with our audiences worldwide and not only in Namibia, putting Namibia and our partners on the map to celebrate what Namibia's touch on the World Cup rugby will include. I proudly present to you today the Rugby Jol France 2023 experience.
Well, as you heard it from Henny himself, please do not miss out on the opportunity to see yourself out in France for the first game that Namibia will play against Italy in the Rugby World Cup, that is. Well, the Capricorn Women Eagles, to speak in Hong Kong, beat Namibia. The Capricorn women beat Hong Kong by 5 runs at United today. This is in the Capricorn Eagles' 3rd victory in the quadrangular Capricorn International T20 tournament in Windhoek. Well, Namibia is first in the standings with 6 points after 3 matches. Tomorrow, the Eagles take to the field for the first time in this tournament against Uganda. But from today's match that happened earlier, we had Tillman at the event who provided us with this video.
And welcome to the post-match presentation of this Capricorn Eagles Quadrangular Series. And joining me in front will be the captain of the Hong Kong side. Obviously, there's some close, but not close enough.
Yeah, to be honest, I think this is a very good game. Maybe just when we control so well when they start, like Mariko and then Natasha, they have a very good set tone, like build the partnership so well. But when in the middle, we have too many like dot ball, and then that's why at the end build the pressure too much. But I believe we'll getting better next time.
Just maybe focusing on some of the things that you'd implement in your next match, because obviously there's been some momentum in all your matches. What are some of the key highlights that we'll be focusing going into the next matches?
I think we have to focus more like rotate the strike and then find a way to hit the boundary. That's the thing we have to focus on. And like the bowlers just keep going to bowl their plan. That'd be perfect.
Unlucky for today.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right, the winning captain will be joining me now. You're Nathan Sale.
Yeah, they took us to the end. There was a little bit of suspense there at the end. I think the girls held their nerves well to get that one over the line.
Can you just take me maybe 2 or 3 highlights for the match today? Because it was a beautiful match watching from the side.
Yeah, I think Sinead Wittmann obviously batted very well. She put up a hand there from the start and it got us a decent total, which we feel we're 20 or 30 runs short every game. And then I think we were a bit sloppy again in the field, so that's something we really need to address. But I think as a unit we pulled it up well here in the middle overs, sort of got some fire under us, and I think that helped really to get everyone going and more motivated.
And I think we touched on this a little earlier on, but what's the thinking? What's the mood in the camp? And obviously just a collective thing for the Capricorn Eagles.
The mood is very positive. Obviously we've got the momentum behind us, but again, you know, a good game from Hong Kong. They gave it to us today. It wasn't as easy match as the first one. So well played, ladies. And I think we just need to go back tomorrow. It's Uganda. We always have tough games against them. I think again we need to hit that 130 batting target. I think we have some few things to work on as a bowling and fielding unit. But I think at the moment we feel solid, we feel confident, but you can never be overconfident.
Well done today and all the best for tomorrow.
Thanks, Dixon.
And for player of the match, Sinead Wittmann scoring 53 of 47 balls and taking 3 wickets in her overs. Brilliant match, brilliant day in the office, all smiles.
Yes, all smiles. It was tough out there considering the weather conditions. The ball had movements. Hong Kong bowled good line and lengths, so it was important to take your time and get yourself in. And I had to remind me, you have time and you can catch up. So I'm happy.
Okay, there's a lot of young ladies out there that obviously have been following the match all around the world and obviously here locally in Namibia. What is your message to them, especially after such a great performance?
Never give up, and when you have time, use the time, put in the efforts, and when runs come and wickets come, it's always a proud moment that you can look back and realize that what you've put in wasn't you can't take it for granted. It was good, yeah.
Congratulations on your performance today, and I'm going to call the match referee, Suska Etienne, to join you in front so that you can get your goodies. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the post-match presentation right here, the Capricorn Eagles Quadrangular Series. We'll be coming back with you with some live action tomorrow right here at the United Cricket Ground, live from Windhoek.
Well, Dixon Vambe was the one that was hosting us. Tomorrow Namibia play against Uganda for the first time in the tournament. So you guys should stay tuned or stay glued to your Sports Rap page to get the updates of what will be happening there by cricket. Well, the Namibian Private Schools Organization, NAPSO Sports Week will see 16 private private schools and an expected 3,500 participants competing in 3 sport codes, namely rugby, netball and hockey. So Walvis Bay is definitely the place to be this weekend if you are interested in tuning into youth sports, that is. But nonetheless, we have a lot going on that's upcoming in the sports. Well, In the Pipeline is up next after the break.
The next days are not a measurement of time, but the distance from here to the finish line. For the race you are running, for your kids, your career, your health, your future. Not away, but towards it. While the voice in your head reminds you it won't be easy. But by simply swinging your feet towards the floor, you've taken the first step. Grow for it with Stamino Grow. 5-in-1 supplement available at all leading pharmacies.
Well, tomorrow the Sanlam Coastal Marathon takes place in Swakopmund. This prestigious event is set to have more than 800 athletes who are participating in the competition. We had an interview with Joey earlier in the week, and we take a recap look at that again as she updates us on the Sanlam Coastal Marathon taking place in Swakopmund. So please do enjoy the interview. Well, as earlier stated, we are joined by Joey here in studio just to tell us more about the Sanlam Coastal Marathon that's taking place this Saturday. Joey, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Brian?
No, good. You know, we're all here. A few more days left till the Coastal Marathon. Everyone is very excited. Can you just tell us a little bit more of how many people are participating, what's in the works? It's almost Saturday, you know?
It's on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 29th. It's happening in Swakopmund. We have about 800 entries. That's quite a lot.
It's a lot.
It's massive.
Definitely a lot, yeah.
So yeah, it's we have a 42, a 21, a 10 kilometer, and a 5 run and walk for fun. So basically, what is going to happen there is we also have cutoff times.
Okay.
Our cutoff time for 21 is 3 hours. For 42 is 5 hours, and for 10 kilometer, it's 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, what you're saying with that is, let's say I'm taking part in the 21 kilometers. So you're saying cutoff time is 3 hours. Now, me, if I come there after 3 hours and 30 minutes, what does it mean for me?
No, you are cut off, my darling. You are off. You are cut off. It says 2 hours.
2 hours.
You need to complete the 21.1 in 2 hours.
In 2 hours.
Yes.
Oh, it sounds a lot. But yeah, before, like, we were speaking behind the scenes, and you were telling me more about the Comrade.
Ultra marathon.
Yes.
Yes. The Comrade is happening.
More, yeah.
The Comrade is is happening in Durban.
In Durban.
It's from Pietermaritzburg to Durban.
Okay.
That's 90 kilometers, 90.2 kilometers. From Pietermaritzburg to Durban. It's on the 11th of June. So with the Sanlam Coastal Marathon, it's actually our qualifier to run the Comrades. So you need to qualify for the Comrades
through the Sanlam Coastal Marathon
in a certain time.
Oh,
you need to run it in 4 hours 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
In order for you to qualify for the Comrades.
Okay, to qualify for the Comrades, and what should you take part in the Sanlam Coastal Marathon? Is it 21?
No, you need to do a 42.2 kilometers.
You need to do a 42.2.
Yeah, you need to, not a 21. Yeah.
So more than 4 people can qualify? Or is it just like the first 3 that have the fastest times?
No. If you have 4 hours 50 minutes then and you want to do the Comrades, then you automatically qualifies.
Yeah. Okay, definitely, that's really well.
Yeah.
Okay, but now the Comrades that's taking place in South Africa, for those that are qualifying, how are they getting there? Are you guys making sure it's everything covered by them themselves?
No.
Or you guys
everything is covered by an individual. You do your own stuff.
Oh, okay.
For the people maybe that are sponsored, you get sponsored, but everybody does their own thing. You get there on your own.
Okay.
No sponsorship, no whatever. You get there on your own.
Okay, but let's speak more about. So we are all very excited for the Sanlam Coastal Marathon taking place tomorrow. Well, Ariohan is on standby with international news, so please do enjoy.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, starting off with soccer news and its Premier League soccer action. A few midweek games that was played. It's coming closer to the end of the season. Most of the teams have about 4 games left in the regular season, and it's a big fight still to stay in the top 4, which is very lucrative for all the clubs because top 4 positions will earn a Champions League position for next year. It was Manchester United that travelled to Tottenham Hotspur, and it is the game that ended in a 2-2 draw. It was Manchester United that led by 2-0 at halftime, and then Tottenham Hotspur coming back in the second half with 2 goals. What it means in the top 4 at the moment is that Manchester United stay at number 4. They've got 60 points after 31 games. At number 3, it is Newcastle that made a good progress there to stay in the top 4. They beat Everton by 4-1. That was also yesterday, and they do have now 62 points, and that is after 32 games. For the weekend, Manchester United will travel to Aston Villa, or will play against Aston Villa. That will be at home at Manchester United. And then Liverpool, they play at home against Tottenham Hotspur. Also in the relegation, in the bottom, it is Southampton that remain at the bottom, and they will probably be relegated after the season. They in 20th position, and they lost to Bournemouth, and the score there was 1-0. Bournemouth are now up to 14th with 36 league points. On to tennis news. The Madrid Open continues. It's a WTA ATP tournament, meaning men and women play in the tournament. It's a thousands tournament, so all the best players in the world play there. And results from the men's side is that Andrea Vavasori, he's from Italy, he beat the experienced Andy Murray by 6-2 and 7-6. That was in the first round. And then Marcos Giron of the USA, he beat Nuno Borges from Portugal. The score there 6-2 and 7-6. Then most of the seeds will play now in the round of 68 or 64. It's the second round. In the much anticipated game will be the 5th seed Andrei Rublev that play against Stan Wawrinka of Switzerland. That's unseeded but a very experienced player on clay. In the women's draw, it is number 2 seed Arena Sabalenka. She got her campaign off to a good start in the second round, beating Sorena Castilla of Romania by 6-4 and 6-3. And another good result for Petra Kvitova. She's the number 10 seed. She's out of the tournament. She lost to Julie Niemeyer of Germany. The score is 7-6 and 6-1. Other seeded players in the women's draw that's through to the next round is number 6 seed Coco Gauff of the USA, and then also Maria Sakkari of Greece. That's also through to the next round. The number 1 seed Iga Swiatek will play later on Friday in her second round game. Continuing international sports news with golf news, and on the men's PGA Tour, it's the Mexican Open that got on the way in the first round, and a good first round for South African Erik van Rooyen. He came in with a 65, that's 7 under par in the first round. That's just 1 shot behind the leader of America, that is Austin Smotherman, and Smotherman came in with a round of -8. So it was a good start for Erik van Rooyen. Still trying, many of the players still trying to get into the PGA that starts on the 18th of May. That's one of the 4 majors, and winning this tournament will get you into the PGA. That will be played at Oak Hill Golf Club. That's the East Course. That is in a few weeks' time. Other good scores in the first round is Tony Finau of the USA, came in with a round of -6, and then world number 1 John Rahm, that recently won the Masters, he came in with a round of -4, still very much in contention. Other Southern African players are playing. Garrick Hugo of Stellenbosch in South Africa in Cape Town, a good first round of -3, but not good rounds for the other 2 South Africans in the tournament. MJ Dafew +6 in his first round, and Dylan Fratelli +7. That's the international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and a great sporting weekend. We talk again on Monday. Goodbye.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's show. Sport Trap will definitely be back again on Monday. But before we leave you, we just want you to know that the NABSO Sports Week will definitely start on Wednesday next week and not this weekend. So do have a safe and a good weekend. Enjoy the sports that will be available for you to watch. And that's it from us. Goodbye.